The Lord delivered me. You see, when I say I'm a very sexual person, I'm saying it with all honesty. I get easily, if you touch me 2 a.m., even in my sleep, I don't need foreplay. I am wet permanently waiting for you. The Lord knows, the Lord bears me witness. My husband knows. He said, your body is ever ready. I say, yes, it's ever ready.
Sex is not for people who want to get pregnant. Sex is for people who want to enjoy themselves. Pregnancy can come afterwards. Sex is also not for I want hold and catch and keep her. Abeg, no hold and catch and keep her, because when you hold and catch and keep her, after 6 months, one person go hold and catch and keep her. Thank you very much.
I used to tell you guys here the importance of going out and networking. I know some people that don't used to go out, that don't like to attend events like this, and they don't know what they are missing. It's good to go out there. It's good to mix up. It's good to network. Go and mix up with people that are higher than you, people that have gone before you. Yes, see, no matter any field or any career you're taking up in this life, just know that there are people that have been there, and when those people come out and they want to impact, they want to share knowledge, it is on you to go out and go and learn, go and talk to people, go and meet new people, go and network.
My daddy and your baby is singing.
Okay, can you see that beauty? Can you see the beauty of the creature of the living God? That was me vibing to my daddy on the street. I was already going to meet the boat guy where he was. And when I got to the car, I was so disappointed. Like, I was so pissed. This car looked so ugly and terrible, and the guy even told me that his AC was not working. I was not happy. Upon that, the guy was still driving and shaking me, and he wants me to, like, do you want me to fall out of this car? Like, I was just looking at him like, what are you driving? If not for the Spirit of God in me, I would have just, like, reported that guy. But I was like, let me just be going. So we got to the road and they are doing car race, and the guy was complaining. Me, I didn't even talk. I was just quiet looking at them. Well, we continued our journey, and yeah, I got to the program. It already started. Thankfully, my friend had reserved a seat for me somewhere close to the front, so I didn't sit at the back. I was able to make some clips, and yeah, I will let you guys watch some of the clips, and yeah, you'll see me as the clip goes by.
Guy that is coming up doing well, it's time that you want to do wedding that will be on Instagram. Then they'll write decor by, venue by, this by, then makeup by, then you do. You scatter his seed money for prosperity because of wedding. Then when he marries you, they will not say, since he married this girl, his one has been bad. Yes, you are the cause. Yes, seed money that he will use to build the big foundation building blocks of his life. You come as a girlfriend, enter as a wife, you scatter it. Then you not say when we are dating, he had more money than now. The wedding has finished the money. You have to wait for another season of prosperity. It might take him another 5-10 years to get there. But believe me, my sisters, when I tell you, a man you hold up, a man you respect, a man you honor will make it. If you are not married, do not marry a guy you cannot respect. It is not six-pack, oh. It's not he's tall, he's handsome, he's dark, he's this, he drives the Corolla, he's doing Uber. Those are irrelevant things. A responsible man that you will look up to. I almost want to say a husband should almost be in a position where if he cannot mentor you, don't marry him. If you cannot revere your husband, what a man is looking for you is respect. It's not your color. If you notice, most guys that cheat with ugly girls when their wife is so beautiful. It's almost normal. If you wonder what did he even see in her, he saw that she was looking up to him. Every man wants their spouse, their girlfriend to look up to them. So if you are not married yet, selection process, leave it. Leave it. Pray about it, you will find. You'll be surprised. The one that is like that is around you, but you think it's your brother. It's not your brother.
It's like a brother.
Leave it. You will find. In a filmmaker with over 25 years experience in various capacities of the entertainment industry. She is the Executive Director, Center for Creative Arts, Education, a one-stop support center for women and young people, and founder of an online casting platform, www.castingcoreafrica.com. She is the Labour Party House of Representatives for Asalga Federal Constituency. So with all the joy you have, please celebrate again Hilda Dokubo to the chicsummit. Are located in the southern part of Nigeria, tag the Wisdom Driven Marriage Academy located in PortHarcourt. The academy aims to help people who are married and those who intend to do so. The Lord proving himself a man of the word and spirit. So are we ready? I'm going to call one more person to the panel. The Institute of Finance and Control of Nigeria and the Nigerian Institute of Management. With over 22 years wealth of experience in the banking industry, ranging from Fountain Trust Bank, Oceanic Bank, Echo Bank, United Bank of Africa. She is currently the area manager in United Bank of Africa. She is a mother of 3 beautiful children. Chicks, make welcome Chiwe Nkeru Ezike.
With not satisfying you well, you need to sit down and ask yourself, why is it not satisfying me? Another reason, is it that I have too many expectations and that the expectations can be unrealistic? Because when you watch some of those movies that you watch, you know the movies, and then you hear some discussions and you think a man should go 30 minutes at a stretch, you won't kill a person begin. It's not possible. Yes, harder, it's not possible. We need to be realistic. Sometimes we put too much expectations on the men. And if you Google and you read from medical journals, you will find out that a man can only last, truly, average man, between from vaginal penetration, from 3 minutes to 7 minutes. If it goes beyond 7 minutes, the grace of God landed from heaven on top of him. Or is tramadol induced or drug induced. So you need to prepare yourself as a woman. It takes us longer, as women, for us to get the engine starting, you understand? And then when the engine has started, so you need to prepare yourself mentally to meet the man somewhere. So the man cannot be whining your body. By the time your body is ready, the man has arrived. So you have to also check your expectations and find out whether the problem is medical. If it is medical, there is hope. It can be treated. And then you also need to get more knowledge in this area. I'm giving you a generic answer because I don't really know what the issue really is. Whether it's the fact that he cannot last long or that he doesn't know how to touch you. And that's why I say as a woman in this modern day and age, be bold to ask, to place your demand. Dying in silence. Take his hand. Show him how to. If you're not bold enough to speak, use body language. Honey, or you carry the hand. And if it's, I wrote a book on it. That I can say this because this is my area. As you're saying you're sexual, I'm very sexual. This is my area. I can have sex every day with the man if he's ready. It's the man that tells me he's tired. I tell him about the job woman. He's tired. So that's what I'm saying like this. So you say with your mouth, takes his hand, and when he's pulling it, says slow down, soft touch. Let me know, Mr. But maybe after now. Besides, we have too many other. It's not only me. Consult me later.
Please, a round of applause. It was very nice to start with this question because people have tabooed this topic.
I think my mom was actually my role model. When we were young, I noticed she's a career woman. She enjoyed her job. She had this passion about the job. Nothing comes between her job and anybody in the house. So everybody knows that already. So that actually inspired me. Then you talked about what made me successful today, by God's grace. Success, most people think it's all about IQ, beauty, special intelligence. No. Success, I can tell you, it's all about grit. Grit is G-R-I-T. Grit is passion, perseverance, tenacity, determination. So it's all about you. If you're determined to do something, grit is like a marathon. Grit is not like a sprint. It's something you continue doing day in, day out. It's not something you just do for a week. You have to focus on the goal. And if you're determined and put your eyes on something, I tell you, you're going to be very successful. I can tell you a story. There was one time I was given to one branch before I came to my new position. When they gave me the branch, nothing was there. Nothing. At least I have my colleague seated here, she knows that. Nothing was there. But I don't always remove the God factor, please. I brought in the God factor first. And the second thing I did was, He will bless the works of my hand. I also noticed the place He said, He will bless me in my land. I also saw the place He told me, I should go to the city. He knoweth the way to the city. So when I've done that, I now decided on my own to walk, because faith without work is dead. What did I do? You look at what you have there. You have the passion. If you don't have a passion for anything, you're not going to do well in that thing. And in perseverance, challenges come. There is no situation, no company, no field that challenges don't come. So it depends on you. I die here. And I tell you, you're going to be successful if you do that. Thank you. Someone say grit.
Her self-confidence as a result of a change in body shape, a change in body stature. She used to be a chick before. They say, come to the chick summit. She said, am I really a chick? Because she doesn't feel chicky. So the question is, I've lost it all. What can I do to regain my self-confidence and esteem apart from losing weight?
Praise the Lord. And thank you so much for that warm welcome. Thank you, Eneni, for identifying all of us as chicks. Thank you. Apart from losing weight, truthfully, you don't need to lose weight if you don't want. It's how beautiful you feel in your own skin. Who defines beauty, you or the person looking at you? You, right? Not the magazine. You are the one who says to yourself, I am ugly. It is when you say, I am ugly, that everybody else echoes after you. Because in that space where you set your mind, you pull your body's energy, your spiritual energy, your soul energy into that object, and that's what other people see. They don't see what you look like. They see what you think you look like. So when you feel ugly because you have put on some pounds and you are size finish, after your size, no other size, let me tell you the first thing you do to yourself. Say to yourself, I'm beautiful. I probably don't like my size, but I'm beautiful. I want to be an 18. The minute you put your mind at 18, when your food comes before you, you will take it at the size of 18. Your mind controls your hand, and your hand decides what gets in your mouth. So your self-esteem is in your mind. Just give me 1 minute to just touch something. And I like to touch on that because I teach that to children. I always ask parents, who's talking to your child about sex? Why are you not satisfied? Do you begin to look for sex when your husband is tired or when you are too ambitious? Even for children, when children get too ambitious, they whimp when you say don't touch that. But when they are relaxed, they don't. So you want to be satisfied, auntie, be relaxed. All that your idea for edge is what is not making the man function. Relax. Sex is for relaxed people. It is not for people who are looking for pregnancy. There's a difference between between I am doing this because I want to get pregnant. Sex is not for people who want to get pregnant. Sex is for people who want to enjoy themselves. Pregnancy can come afterwards. Sex is also not for I want hold and catch and keep her. Abeg, no hold and catch and keep her, because when you hold and catch and keep her, after 6 months, one person go hold and catch and keep her. Thank you very much.
Oh my. Who is holding and catching and keeping?
That everybody here is a Christian, so I won't talk from just a Christian's point of view. So in your mind, I know they commit, I am doing it on my body. But you see what it does to you, whether you're married or single, what it does to you is that it gives you a warped sense of sex. And you have a distorted perspective and image where sex is concerned. After a while, your body won't even satisfy you. You keep moving the threshold of pleasure. And so, where you used to just do it on your own without watching any images, you would need more to become more excited. You understand? Let's be honest. Some of us have done masturbation in the past. Oh, the Lord delivered me. I will not lie. The Lord delivered me. You see, when I say I'm a very sexual person, I'm saying it with all honesty. I get easily, if you touch me 2 a.m., even in my sleep, I don't need foreplay. I am wet permanently waiting for you. The Lord knows, the Lord bears me witness. My husband knows. He said, your body is ever ready. I say, yes, it's ever ready. So when we were growing up, we used to read some romance novels. So those romance novels, the romance novels now, that one is Bible. The ones we used to read, Bible compared to the romance novels we have now are erotica. If you read romance novel now, it's as if you are watching live porn. I am telling you. I broke that addiction over 10 years ago. What is 10 years? No, over 14, 15 years ago. And then during COVID, I need to be honest with you guys, I'm a believer, I'm a pastor, but I also wrote a book on sex because I know that we need to clear our eyes. Then during COVID, no work now, I was still on my laptop and I stumbled on it on Facebook. Those that are webtoon, those that are small teasers they will put on Facebook. I started reading. Before I knew, I was carried away again. I got dragged into those erotica. They are not normal romance books anymore. I thought it was romance. And then I found myself, even as a married woman, I started masturbating. If my husband is sleeping and I don't want to worry him, and I've read the books and my body is charged, and I touch myself. And because I know how to have an orgasm, I can have it. And then I cried out to my husband and to my pastor's wife, I need help. Bring me out before I go lost. You don't understand? And then I cut off again. But I realized that if I had continued on that path, my husband wouldn't have been able to satisfy me again. So that's one of the traps that you need to escape from. If you continue on self-sexual gratification, the man in your life won't be able to satisfy you. And then you will move from just pleasuring yourself without looking at images to looking at images to take your passion or your excitement to another level. And you keep pushing until you get to the BSDM, bondage, masochism, and choking. And God help you that you don't die and go straight to heaven while you are choking.
All right.
Go to hell, not even heaven. Which heaven? Peter will say, I don't know you.
I hope we're listening. All right. So this question has to do with marriage. I'm trying to, as much as possible, sync them. Pastor Favor, this has to do with relationship in marriage. And the question is, I have been married for 3 years. And my husband likes to keep malice. It is tiring. And I'm learning it too. What can I do? And then I would like to add this at once. This is the flip side. The husband likes to shout at any slight thing. And she's learning it too. What can they do? So there's a malice side that is learning and a shouting side.
You know, when you have already married, the story is actually different. So you're now in a marriage where your husband loves to keep malice, as in when things happen, you know, he just keeps malice. And you too, you have joined in keeping malice. I think it's not a good atmosphere, because you'll be breathing children who are also keeping malice. One of the things I say every time, try as much as you can, especially if you have kids, the environment is very important. I know that you would say, okay, if I go and do first to beg, I'm stupid. Because sometimes it's first to apologize that we're waiting for. But honestly, if you know better, because you cannot, this is an adult we're talking about, that you cannot turn him. Now, prayer is important. Malice can open the door for the devil to do anything. And I was very angry. I refused. My husband begged, but I wanted him to beg more. The begging was not thick. You know, when somebody makes mistake and you want to kill them, you want them to feel it. And that's how I dragged it until an accident happened with some set of students who almost died. And the Lord told me, it is this my attitude of always dragging matters. Sisters of God, I'm the first to go on my knees today to beg. I learned the hard way. So please, do not join in the keeping of malice. It's not going to take your slippers away. Oh, something happened. Oh, my dear husband, you know what you are doing. Do you understand? You want to go to heaven. He will be tired of the malice. I'm saying this because you're already in the marriage. That is why I'm saying this. Then the next follow-up question is shouting. You know, when our sister was speaking, she said something that if your spouse is shouting, that's not a time for you to shout. Calm down. Any family where they shout, the children will be shouters. You see, the children will raise their voice. Which is why, as a single person, before you marry, I'm telling you, do not fall in love, walk into love. You know why? If you fall, you break your leg. I mean, be enlightened. You be aware of yourself. Don't be head over heels swept. No. Because marriage is highly spiritual. You know why? Your entire destiny is intertwined with that of someone. Who they are, who they will become, and everything is together. You get to birth children with them, you share them with them, you share body with them, you share everything. So before you share, determine who is this person. Now you will say, oh, you can still marry and the thing will get killed. Find the mercy of God. But there are some ladies, ma'am, who know, they know. They know he's a shouter, he's been shouting on you from the first day. He even slap you, sir. You saw him break fan. He said, don't break me. No, say, if you don't see fan the next day, now you go hit. Do you get? So there are some ladies here, let me use the opportunity. There are some ladies here who, because of age, because of pressure, because of anything, that we manage him like that. You cannot manage anybody. You can't. So shine your eyes. I wrote a book, How Not to Marry an Idiot. It's a serious thing. An idiot is not an abuse. It's tendencies. You can even have the idiot tendencies in yourself as a person. To check yourself. So I'm saying this because when it's the marriage, we will tell you how you should, trust the Lord, pray, especially if it's not a violent relationship where they are beating you. You understand? Try to make it work, try to be this. But as a single person, you have the opportunity to sit back and decide and say, I won't do this. You understand? So don't keep malice. Don't keep malice.
Thank you very much.
My husband is someone who his mom loves. In fact, sometimes his mom will call him and be singing for him on the phone. So when I got married to, so they don't marry outside. You know, the Aboriginal people, they like marrying themselves. I'm from Enugu. So, and I noticed that my other brother-in-laws, they married people. So my mother-in-law will call my husband, call my husband on phone, then tell my husband to greet me. But I now noticed that she used to call her other children. But then they call me. I didn't understand the first time. And I started calling. I said, no, we only call. I started calling. So sometimes, like she said, some things are actually inconsequential. I started calling. I was thinking that maybe she don't know how to dial number. She know how to dial number. So now she calls me. So I think, like, let me also just say this for single ladies. You know, sometimes because we've heard a lot of news about mother-in-law, some of us are battle ready. There are some people who are also praying for mother-in-laws to die before they get married. That's wrong. So I think a lot of wisdom is applied, especially if it's not negative. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of wisdom is applied. See how you can also be your mother-in-law's friend, not the one that you say they won't kill you for nights. Very important.
All right, thank you very much for learning.
Has micro penis.
Which one is micro penis?
It's a penis, it's micro.
Wait, no problem. Okay, let me start with the micro penis.
So she's asking,
Yes,
is it treatable, or should I leave that way, or should I leave?
No. See, for one, just be sure that medically it's not, because I'm not head of micro penis. But see, it's not about, like I tell people, it's not the size of the instrument that is the thing, no. It's how skillful the owner of the instrument is. Because I tell you, the vagina is elastic. The vagina is adjustable. So any size of the instrument, if the person knows how to wield the instrument very well, the instrument will hit all the right spots. And what is your own? Let it hit the right spot. You understand? So long as it's not, maybe it's not a genetical problem in the sense that genetical defect that he came stunted, just go and check. Let him see a doctor to confirm that. And if that one is ruled out, just let him know how to use the instrument, and the instrument will perform and produce what it's supposed to produce. That is what is important to you. Then another one you said about the position, whether there is any particular position that is sinful. There is none. And that's why for some of you who are used to missionary style, I don't know where you got, who told you that missionary style is what will take you to heaven. I don't even know. You know the missionary style, woman on her back, man on top. Who told you? Orgasm is usually very hard to even get that way. Take the driver's seat. Why will you be limiting yourself to only one style when you can have more than 10 that you can hang like this, and you can do like this, and you can be brushing teeth and they're taking you from the back? And you can be in front of the mirror and you are seeing a look in his eyes as you are giving it to him, and then the alerts are hitting your account. My dear, sex is not in heaven, sex is here. Let us enjoy it. The last one, you said about what? Fasting. So long as you break to eat food, you will break to have sex. As a matter of fact, I'm also married to a pastor, and sometimes we are doing how many days? We're fasting, and then by 12 midnight or 1 a.m., fasting is supposed to have begun, and the man wants it. Baby girl is ever ready. We take it, we continue the fasting in the morning. Come and judge me that you are the one that will tell me not to get. Are you God? Some of us were using. Some men told me, because when I was advertising this program, I told men to register for their wives, and some men told me, tell them they are using fasting to punish us. So I'm telling you, your husband says people are using fasting to punish them. And let me tell you, any prayer you pray and any fasting you have, and the man is asking you for sex and you're not giving him, that prayer does not pass the ceiling. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Hallelujah, somebody.
On that note, please, on that note, if you have heard the word of the Lord, please note that it's in the context of marriage. I beg. All this single, this is not the time.
Anyway guys, that was pretty much the highlights of the program. There were other things like talk shows and presentation of special numbers, and yes, I had unfinished business with my friends, so we had to find a way to sort out our business, and we took some pictures, and that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and enjoy the rest of the video. Bye guys.